Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel. Today is the start of Polarthon. I am so happy to be doing this. So Polarthon is going on between what we today? The 6th, and so it goes from the 6th to the 12th, it does. And basically this is run by Jade. I will link her channel down below, and basically this Polarthon is to help save the polar bears. So you can donate money for like what Jade's doing. Jade is doing she's going to read every 100 pages that she reads equals to £1, and basically each 100 pages that she reads, she's going to put down £1 to donate. What I would absolutely love to donate money to save polar bears. I really would love to do it, but I physically cannot put down any money. I am not in the position to give money out at the moment. I would love to, if I can somehow manage to get some money together and manage to give literally even if it's £10, I'll be quite happy just to give £10 away for it. I'll be quite happy to do that. So if I can, then great, because I would actually like to put down £1 for each 100 pages like what Jade's doing for it. So if I can, then great. I will obviously keep a track on how many pages I read for this Polarthon, and then at the end I will find out a total. So yeah, basically this is going to be a vlog going over Polarthon, and you can see what I read. I have not picked any books at all for Polarthon. What I'm wanting to do is to read a book each day, because it goes on for 7 days. There is a graphic that Jade has made. I will put it up on screen for you now, and basically you have to like stamp out each little, you don't have to do it all. You can read 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, doesn't matter. But I would like to challenge myself to read at least 1 book each day. So it goes on for a week. So that's basically 7 books I would like to read by the end of this week and end of this vlog. Hopefully I can do it, and obviously it's all going to be polar fantasies and cold word books, and basically the cold settings for like Polarthon, you know, because it's all cold and everything, you know what I mean. So yeah, basically I would like to do that. There is a wheel. I have got the wheel. So basically what I'm going to do, as I haven't made a TBR for Polarthon, I'm literally just gonna spin each time I finish a book. I will spin the wheel, and whatever prompt it lands on, I will obviously then pick a book straight away and let you see. So let's get on and start with this. It is a little bit late in the evening, well, not evening, afternoon, or whatever you want to call. It is 2:30 here at the moment in the UK whilst I'm filming this. And yeah, I wanted to start this earlier and get started, but couldn't, so I'm gonna start now. I have got it here on my laptop, the wheel, so let's give this a spin and see what it lands on. Where's the mouse? Here it is. Okay, let's find out what the first book is going to be. And spinning. What did it land on? What is that? Foiled cover. So it landed on foiled cover. So that's the first book, the first prompt that I've got. So that basically means a book that has got foiling on the cover. A book with foil on the cover. don't know. I kind of want it to be cold as well. Do any of them books that I've got left on my TBR count? No, doesn't. Okay. So there's another book, other books I have to think of. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna quickly have a look at my books. Also look at my Kindle books and audio books as well, and see which one would have a foiled cover. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I've had a look at my books. It did take me a little while to have a look through and see which one I could find and which one I'm actually interested in with foiled cover. There was a few that I'm very interested in, but I think this one that I've picked and what I'm going to go with and read, I think this one is just perfect for it. And the book that I've picked is The Ocean Squid Explorers Club. This is the 5th. Yes, I believe it is. It's the 5th book in the Polar Bear Explorers Club series. So yes, I'm is it the 5th one? It could be the 4th one actually. The Polar Bear, Black Ice Bridge, Witch Mountain. No, Polar Bear, Witch Mountain, Ice Bridge, then this. Yeah, this is the 4th book actually. In the Polar Bear Explorers Club series, it is actually the 4th book. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one, The Ocean Squid Explorers Club by Alex Bell. It said foiled, right? It has actually got a little bit of foil in here. So if I do it like this, you can see, right? You see the little bubbles, the little blue bubbles on here, and also Alex Bell. And in the title here, it has got foil in, and also down the side as well. So yeah, I'm going to go and do this one, and this is also helping me continue this series. And also I just love this series so much, and I just can't wait to dive in and read this. So yes, I'm very, very excited to do this one. So yes. So yes, let's go and read this. Coming in and checking in with you with this regional floor for Polarthon. I have finished my first book. Actually, I did actually finish this last night. So I did read this in a day. And that was the Ocean Squid Explorers Club. This is the 4th book in the Polar Bear Explorers Club, it is. And I love this series so much. These are so fun. I just love it. Like the adventure that everybody goes on, I just love it so much. This one wasn't about Stella and her group of friends, what the first 3 books are. In this one you are following 4 other people, 4 other little kids. You've got Ursula, you've got Max, you've got Jeannie, and you've got Jay. And yeah, it was actually fun following different people. There is a little tiny little bit with Stella in, like a little tiny bit with Stella in, but that's about it. But it still continue on. This still continues on from the story from like the last 3 books, and I just love it. I love this book so much. I rated it 4 stars, and yeah, I can't wait to like continue the series. I know that I'm nearly done now in this series, so I know there is 2 more books left. There's 2 more books left, and I really want to read them both straight away. But then at the same time I don't, because I don't want to finish this series. I love this series, and yeah, I just love it so much. And my little brother has now started reading this series. He's on the 2nd book in the series at the moment, and he's loving it as well. He's absolutely loving it. He said this is a really great series, and yeah, I just love it. I love this series so much. I really do. And yeah, basically in this one you are should I explain what it is? I'm not, because it kind of gives out spoilers for what happens in the previous 3 books. So yeah, I can't really say anything about it, but yeah, I love it. I love it so much. So this one's done. This is my first read for Polarthon, and I don't know if I'm doing the pound for 100 pages things. I would like to. I don't know. I might just see at the end of this week to see if I want to give in any money. Like, I really do want to give in money to save the polar bears. So I might just see how many pages I have read by the end, and then I'll just like round it to the nearest number and give in however much it is near to. So yeah, but that's the first book done for Polarthon. Now let's go and see what book number 2 is going to be for Polarthon. So I've got the wheel here again on my laptop. Can you see this? Okay, where's the mouse? The mouse is here. Okay, it's in and spin. What is it going to be? Does that say adventure? Yes, adventure. So a book that has got an adventure in it. Oh god, that could be anything. That could be another middle grade, because loads of middle grades are adventure books. There is Frost Heart that I do want to continue reading. I've already read the first book in Frost Heart. I need to continue that series because I really do, because I really did like that. So maybe Frost Heart. I'm not that sure. Let me see very quickly what book I can find with adventure. Okay, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so the book for adventure that I've picked is Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. This is going to be my second read for Polarthon. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy going back to this, because this was originally the very first book that was actually bought for me, and also the first book that actually let me dived into reading was Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It's the first book that actually got me started in reading all those many years ago when I was a child. So yeah, so I'll just like to say thank you to my great nan, because she was the first person that bought me this book that ignited my love for reading. So yes, this book has got a meaning and a deep place in my heart. So yes, I'm looking very forward to reading this, doing the reread of this, because I haven't read this for a very long time. Last time I read it was what now? About 15, maybe between 15, 18 years ago. So yeah. Yes, I'm looking very forward to reading this, so let's go with me reading this. hi guys, coming in and checking in with you. Yeah, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, the second book in the Narnia Chronicles. Yeah, I finished it, and oh my god, I loved it. I loved it so much. I rated it 4 stars. It's not 5 stars, even though that this really did bring me back to my childhood, and it did take me right back to being a little kid and everything, and I absolutely loved it. But me being an adult now and being older, obviously I can see more into this now and see more points, like where it is more religious based. It is talking about like more Christian religion based, where it's talking about Adam and Eve and that, and I didn't really understand that when I was watching, when I first read this as a child, obviously. So yeah, obviously I can see more stuff into this now, and yeah, and it has changed my opinion on it, but I still absolutely love it, and yeah, I love it so much. And this, there was some with the writing. I think that is what it was, mainly for the writing, because I did rate it low on the writing part. There was some spelling mistakes, and some of the words was like mixed up in this. I don't know if it's just because of the way that it was printed, or if that was how it was like typed out, you know. But yeah, but overall I still enjoyed it. It's brought me back to my childhood, and I absolutely loved it. And yeah, it's 4 stars. So that is the second book for Polarthon, done and completed, and I'm so happy that I've done 2 books, and it is day 2. So I have so far read a book a day so far. If I continue it, great. Hopefully I can. So let's just now go and spin the wheel to see what my 3rd book for Polarthon is going to be. And then if I choose a bigger book, that means I can start it now and then hopefully finish it tomorrow. So let's go and see what book number 3 is going to be. So here is my lovely laptop. There you go. There you go. That's much well better. Don't know what was going on there. So let's spin it and see what it is. Roll number 3 is... Did that land on foil cover again? Oh god. Okay. Spin number 3, sorry, was foiled cover. Okay, I really struggled with this one last time. Okay, foil cover. Let's go and see what I can pick for foil cover. I'll be back with you in a minute. Let people know. Okay, I'm back. Again, it took me a while to pick. I was trying to think what book to pick. Obviously I thought of loads and loads of middle grade books, because I know that they've got shiny covers. What I was going to go for and read. I know that this doesn't have a shiny cover. I don't believe it's got a foiled cover. But I really do want to read Echo North. Okay, I really want to try my best to get this one on to read it for Polarthon. Hopefully I can within the next couple of spins. But I do want to read Echo North. That is one book I want to read for this Polarthon, because I never get around to reading it. Last time I never got around to read it in the previous Polarthons. I never got around to reading it, so I really do want to read it this time. So yeah, hopefully I can get that on, hopefully in the future. But for foil cover this time, I'm picking, I'll put a picture of it here for you. I'm picking Timekeeper. This is by Tara Sim. This is a series. It is a trilogy, is it? 3 books. It's 3 books in the series anyway. It is a YA fantasy romance novel. It is also LGBTQ rep, and it is also steampunk, sort of like theme in it. So it's got an old sort of like Victorian sort of setting, and I freaking love it. I love it so much, that sort of theme. So I'm very interested in reading this, and basically this had me at the LGBT. I love anything LGBT. I just love reading anything with LGBT rep in it. But anyway, this one says here, let me see, an alternative Victorian world controlled by clock towers, where a damaged clock can fracture time and a destroyed one can stop it completely. A prodigy mechanic who can repair not only clockwork but time itself, determined to rescue his father from a stopped town. A series of mysterious bombings that could jeopardize all of England. A boy who would give anything to relive his past, and one who would give anything to live at all. A romance that will shake the very foundation of time. So I'm guessing we are going to see, I'm guessing anyway, that we have got multiple POVs, I'm guessing, and there are different timelines. That's what I'm guessing that's going to happen in this book. And basically we are going to follow two different boys, and they are probably having to work together, probably in the end, and they'll probably end up falling in love. That's what I'm guessing. But anyway, I'm very interested in this. I haven't actually got it physically, as you can see. Obviously I've got this on audio on my Audible. It is, and it's one of the books that is included in the Audible. Like if you pay for it, it's included in the plus catalogue part of it. So yeah, so I'm going to listen to this. I have had a look to make sure that it did have a foil cover, and I had a look on Google to make sure at other pictures, and it does look like it has. To me, it looks like it's got a foiled cover. I know that the 2 other books in this series definitely have foil covers, as I could see that. But for this Timekeeper one, in the first one, it was a bit harder to see. But I'm guessing if the other 2 books have got a foil cover, I'm guessing this one will have a foil cover. So that's what I'm going with. So this is the 3rd book that I'm going to read for Polarthon. So yeah, I'm happy with this. So I'm going to go now and start on this, because it is quite, well, it's not that long. Let's see. It's 8 hours and 48 minutes long. I listen on 2 times speed. So that's basically half of that. That is 4 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours and 24 minutes. So I should be able to finish this pretty quickly. I might even, yeah, so I will definitely finish that definitely tomorrow, and I will be starting my 4th book tomorrow as well. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to start reading this book, and I will check in with you later on. Bye. Hi guys, coming in and checking in with you. Yeah, the last book I was reading was Timekeeper by Tara Sim. This one, I have finished it. I was considering DNFing it halfway through because I was not enjoying it at all. It was just boring to me. So yeah, I rated this one star, so I did continue it, but I rated it 1 star. It just wasn't for me, so I'm not going to continue on with this series. This series is now DNF'd. I'm not continuing it at all. End of that series. Done. So now let's just go on and go for the next book for Polarthon. What is book number 4? So let's see what it's going to be. I've got my laptop here with the wheel, and let's spin this and see what it's going to be. Please be something better than what's read before. Watery. Okay, watery. That basically means that the cover could have water on the cover, so like the sea or a little pond or a river, or rain counts as water, or there could be some sort of like water, like water could be in the title of the book. Trying to think what else could be considered watery, and what count as that. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm stuck with this one. No books at all are coming to my mind. None. So I'm going to have a think, and I'll be back with you in a minute. So yes. Right, I'm back. I've got a few books here that could count for watery. I'm going to put the first picture up because it is one ebook that I've got. What is A Night to Remember by Waterlord. This is basically a historical fiction. I believe it's a short story, maybe. But I know that it's basically going over, it's basically about the Titanic. Basically, it's basically a story about the Titanic and about the final night that the Titanic was floating. I believe it doesn't actually go over like that Rose and Jack. I believe it goes over somebody else. Let me just quickly get it up and see what it says here. Oh my god, that's a big summary. It says, 100 years ago, the mightiest unsinkable ship began her maiden voyage to cross the Atlantic, an engineering feat 11 stories high. Engaging feat 11 stories high. The Titanic contained a list of passengers collectively worth $250 million when she left port on April the 10th, 1912. But she would never reach her destination. The Titanic collided with an iceberg on the night of April 14th, and 1,500 people died in the freezing water as the ship met her watery grave. Spectacular in many ways, it's a story that has spread legends and still sends shivers down the spines a century later. The minute-by-minute account of this sinking is based on over 20 years of research and other amazing details of the fateful night. Read by Martin Jarvis, is a riveting account of one of the world's biggest maritime disasters and the behaviour of the passengers and crew. Some sacrificed their lives, whilst others fought like animals for their own survival. Wives beseech husbands to join them in lifeboats. Gentlemen went taut-lipped to their deaths in their full evening dress, and hundreds of starvage passengers trapped below decks sought help in vain from their individual distress flares to the struggles of those left adrift for hours in freezing water. This audio book brings that moonlight night in 1912 to life for a new generations of listeners. So that's that one. As you can see here, it is, if you've got water on the cover, obviously as you can see it's a boat in the sea with ice, so there's plenty of water here on the cover. So that's one that I'm thinking of. I'm interested in this because it's about the Titanic and I love yes, that's that one. Or I have got 3 books here that I could also pick. They are all romance books here, and these are all ones that I thought could go with the watery sort of thing. So we've got here, first one here, we've got The Summer House by the Sea by Jenny Oliver. As you can see, it's got the sea and it's got the picture of the sea, the beach, you know, so it's got water on the cover. This one says, every summer has its own story. For Eva Fisher, the backdrop to all her sun-drenched memories, from her first taste of chocolate-dipped churros to her very first kiss, is her grandmother's summer house in Mariposa on the glistening Spanish coast. Returning for one last summer, Eve throws herself into a project her grandmother would be proud of, Cafe Estrella. Once the heart of the sleepy seaside village, now feels more ramshackle than rustic. Just like Eva, it seems it has lost its sparkle. Away from the exhausting juggling of London life, Eva realizes that somehow her life had stopped being happy. But being back at the summer house by the sea could be the new beginning she didn't even realise she needed. So yeah, I probably didn't do that, no justice. But I am very interested in reading this one. The next book that I've got here is book 2 in the series. That is called Hope Island, the series is called. This one is Summer at Buttercup Beach by Holly Martin. As you can see again, it's got beach, it's got the sea, it's got water, it covers the watery prompt. This one says here, let me see, what the hell is Um,
oh god, trap myself.
Says, for 2 years, Freya Green has hidden the fact that she's totally and utterly in love with her best friend, Roman Lanchester. It's not been easy. They work together in his glasswork business. She lives above his workshop and he's completely gorgeous. But Romy, it sounds like Romeo. Romy has never shown any signs of returning those feelings until now. Lately, they've shared affectionate touches and words heavily with meaning. Yet Freya knows Roma has a damaged heart. After losing his fiancée in a tragic accident, he's not allowed himself to fall in love. Freya has already had her heart broken by a man who couldn't let go of the past. Can she risk it happening again? Roma and Freya have a friendship that could blossom into something more, and are they both brave enough to take that chance? So yes, I'm very interested in this. The first book that I read, oh god, what was it called? I forgot. Spring at Blueberry Bay. That's what the first one was called. Yeah. If I remember correctly, you did meet these two characters in the first book, and I believe out of these 3 books, there's only 3 books in this series. I believe each book, because I believe there's like 3 friends, or like there's a group of like 5 friends, and they are obviously all split up and in their own little couples, like, and you could see that in the first book. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how this one ends up going. So yeah, I'm very interested in this, and it's not that big. It's like, it's an okay size book. It is actually under 300 pages, so I could easily read this. So this is a possibility. And then the last book that I've got here is the final book in the Meet Me series, and this is Meet Me at the Wedding by Georgia Toffolo. So yeah, this is the final book in the series, and this could be a possibility as well, because then this means I have finished a series. Well, I'm very happy if I can do that. This is based in Devon. So it is based in the UK. What I love finding books based in the UK, because mostly they are normally based in America, the ones that I normally pick up and find. So anyone that is based in the UK or Scotland, I'm very happy with. So yes. This one says, Lily loves living in Hawkes Cove and planning her best friend's wedding at the Hawkesbury's estate is the icing on the cake, but when the estate owner dies and his son cancels the wedding, Lily must face Henry Hawkesbury, a man she hasn't seen since that fateful night 10 years ago. Henry wants nothing more than to return to Hawkes Cove, sell his estranged late father's estate and leave. He certainly does not want to host a wedding or face Lily, who gets on with everyone except him. But when Henry needs Lily's help, she will only provide it if the wedding can go ahead. Working together means both must face their past and in doing so embrace their future. But can two people afraid of love and knowledge, what they have always wanted. Like, that sounds so good, and I really want to read this. I really, really want to read this. Out of the 4 books that I've mentioned, I would have to say it's these 2 that I really want to read. Oh yeah, for Watery, obviously, as you can see, it's got a lake. It's got the lake there. So these 2 are the ones that I'm most likely wanting to read, and most likely will end up picking one of these. The other 2 are ideas that I could go for, but I think it's going to be definitely one of these romance ones here, because these are the ones I really want to read. So I don't know which one it's going to be. I'm going to think a little bit more and decide which one I really want to read, and then you will probably find out in the next clip, in the next speed footage clip. So the other one I'll pick, you'll see shortly. So yeah, I'm going to go now and think which ones I want to read, and then I will be back with you. If not, I could also possibly read both. If I really can't decide, then I might read both. I could possibly read both. I can read both of these in a day, in 2 days. Yeah, I could read these. I could start one now, and then if I start this one now, I could finish this by the time I go to bed, because it's only small, and then I could start this one. That is a possibility. I will let you know. You will see. So yes, let's go on and see which one I'm going to pick. Hi guys, coming in and checking in with you. What are we now? What day are we? We are day 4 of Polarthon, and on schedule for day 4, I have finished the 4th book for Polarthon, and as you saw yesterday, I had 3 or 4 books this day to pick for Watery was the prompt, and obviously as you saw I went with Meet Me at the Wedding by Georgia Toffolo, what is the 4th book in the Meet Me series. So yes, I have now finished the series, and I'm really happy that I finished the series, because this was a really good series. This star rating that I gave these 4 books was all over the place. I really did think it would be constant, like either 4 stars all the way through, like 4 or 5 stars all the way through, but it wasn't. I had a 5-star, a 4-star, a 3-star, and then the 4-star again, and I was really surprised. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. As you see, I gave it a 4-star, and I'm really happy with this. And yeah, I really do love this series. It's so good, so good. I absolutely love it. I really, really do. So yeah, I'm happy that I finished this, and it's great. It's absolutely great. But now let's go on and do the 5th spin so that I can get my 5th book up for Polarthon. I am hoping that it will land on Polar Fantasy so that I can read Echo North. That's what I need it to land on. It's Polar Fantasy. If it lands on Polar Fantasy, then I can use that for Echo North, because I really want to read Echo North. So let's spin. As you can see at the moment, I am actually on sprints. Well, Jade's got Polarthon sprints going at the moment. What I am joining in with, what I'm very much yeah, it helps me get along with my reading. So let's just do this, as you can see, and spin. Please, Polar Fantasy. Oh my god, oh my god, it actually landed on Polar Fantasy. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, it actually landed on Polar Fantasy. Finally. Okay, Polar Fantasy, as you know, is going to be Echo North. That's the book that I'm going to pick. So yeah, I'm going to read Echo North by Joanna Ruth Meyer. It says, Echo's safe and carefully structured world falls apart when her father leaves for the city and mysteriously disappears. Believing he is lost forever, Echo is shocked to find him half frozen in the winter forest 6 months later, guarded by a strange talking wolf, the same creature who attacked her as a child. The wolf presents Echo with a unlimited. If she lives with him for 1 year, he will ensure her father makes it home safely. But there is more to the wolf than Echo realized. In his enchanted house beneath a mountain, each room must be sewn together to keep their home from unraveling, and something new and dark and strange lies behind every door. When centuries-old secrets unfold, Echo discovers a magical library full of books turned mirrors, and a young man named Hal, who is trapped inside of them. As the year ticks by, the room begins to disappear, and Echo must solve the mystery of the wolf enchantment before her time is up. Otherwise, Echo, the wolf, and Hal will be lost forever. Like, that sounds so good, so good. So I kind of liking this because it's sort of like, it's fantasy. It's also got the polar fantasy there as well. What I'm really happy that I've got that, because I really wanted some sort of like polar fantasy for Polarthon. So I'm happy that I've got that. But then you've also got like this sort of like mystery aspect to it, like to figure out the mystery. What I kind of like. It also says that it's a retelling, and there's romance, and it's also says that it's a fairy tale. So yeah, I know that Echo North is a retelling, but I cannot remember what it's meant to be a retelling for. I really can't remember. But anyway, I am very interested and very happy that I finally got to go and read Echo North. So I'm very happy with this. So yeah, I'm gonna go now and start reading Echo North. So yeah, I'm gonna go and start reading this and be back with you later on once I've finished it. Bye. Hi guys, coming in and wrapping up this reading vlog for Polarthon now, And yeah, we are the last day we are now, and yeah, I don't believe I'm going to be reading any more books for Polarthon. To be honest, I am a little bit read out. Like, I really have fried my brain from reading so many books. We are only midday here. We are so yeah, we have obviously got another 12 hours left for Polarthon. But I've decided to finish it now and wrap up. I just need to relax because my brain is totally fried. But yeah, coming in, and yeah, I did finish Echo North, and I absolutely loved it. I really do love this book now. Um, I understand why Jade loves this book so much. I really do now understand why she loves it so much. I really did have a great time reading this book. I rated it 5 stars, so I did manage to get at least 1 5 star out of this readathon, what I'm very happy with. So yeah, I very am happy with this. Throughout all of Polarthon, I believe I actually read about 5 6 books, I believe. So I didn't read a book every day, what I'm fine with. I am absolutely fine with not reading a book every day. I think I sort of started to slow down a little bit near the end, because my brain was starting to my brain was starting to fry, and I didn't want to put myself into a reading slump, so I kind of slowed down a bit. But other than that, I had a lot of fun reading all of these books. I think for the like donation part, I'm not that sure if I'm going to be donating or not. If I am, because I had a quick look and tried my best to like calculate it out. I think it's around like 16, 17 pound that I would have to donate. So I thought about what about just giving in £20 instead, because I read about 1600 1600 pages. I at least read between 106 1600 pages to 2000 pages I did for this readathon, so I'm somewhere there, so I might as well just donate £20 for the polar bears. So yeah, I'm very happy for doing this, and I had a lot of fun doing this readathon, and I really liked the way that I did it this time, where I just rolled, where I just span the wheel, and whatever prompt it landed on, I found a book for that prompt, read that book. Once I finished reading the book, I obviously spun the wheel again and then picked out another book. I really did enjoy doing it that way, instead of like getting a set TBR set out and trying to read them books like that. So yeah, I think I might try doing this way more for future readathons, whatever ones I take part in, if there is an option to do like wheels or spins or rolling the dice or anything like that, any option to do that, to pick a prompt, read a book, then pick another prompt after reading that book. I think I might try my best to do it this way, because I just find it easier to do it that way. Then I can just focus on that one book, and I'm not like, I need to read this book, I need to read this book. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I really, really did have a lot of fun doing this readathon. So yeah, all else I wanted to say was a big massive thank you to Jade from JD Reads for doing this readathon. I had a lot of fun taking part in doing this, and I just can't wait for the next one that you do. But from that is all that I've got to say to you guys. If you liked the video, give it a big massive thumbs up, and if you want to see more bookish content from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified. But I will see you in the next one. Bye! Bye.